All right, greetings everybody. In this video, we are going to make a fretboard, or a few. All right, so first things first though, check out this awesome beanie hat that my mom knitted for me and gave it to me for Christmas. Isn't that cool? All right, here we go. So first thing is you're just gonna get the wood, identify your materials here. So you can get these paint sticks, which are like basically almost already the perfect size. Just regular rulers. I actually have a piece of trim here. There's a piece of oak that's about 3/16 of an inch thick. That would actually work pretty good. You can get thicker ones here, like this one here is a piece of poplar. It's actually a 1/2 inch thick, which is it's pretty cool to have a fretboard that thick. I even have, oh yeah, here's some sticks that you gotta get from out walking around. And if you look at the end, it still has the dirt on it and everything, but look, it's the perfect thickness for a fretboard. I actually have a really nice piece of rosewood here that I'll use eventually one of these days when I get inspired. So that's first things first. Okay, so the next thing we need to determine is the scale length. And this is really important because this is going to determine the overall size of your instrument. So it's very important to note here that the scale length is the distance from the nut to the bridge. And that's a good diagram right there. So we're going to look at all these different templates and determine how big we want it. So the scale here, again, it's the length from the distance from the nut to the bridge. And I kind of got them set up in order there. So I'm going to go with, I'm going to be risky here. I'm going to go with 24, just to be different, because I haven't built one yet with the 24 inch. So I'm going to build with this one. So I'm going to determine that this is a 24 inch scale length fretboard. All right, so I've identified a box, and I'm opting for the paint stick with the ruler on it. And so what I did is I figured out 24 inches where the bridge is going to be, right? And I figured that I can almost get all of the frets using a 24 inch scale template. The nice thing about this one here is that this is a 24 inch scale, so the inches on this ruler should actually line up with the harmonics, which are subdivisions of the scale length. Interesting. Okay, now I just tape the template to the wood. Keep in mind here that where your nut is, you're going to have to be right over the edge of that before you start your fretting, right? So unless you're going to do a 0 fret, if you're going to do a 0 fret, then you can actually cut a fret slot on the inside part where it says nut right there. So you just tape it on. All right, guys, this is the secret weapon. I got this little saw, little table saw, and a jeweler's blade. I'll put all the information for this blade in the bottom of this video, okay? But I created this little jig, right? It's like a little thing that fits over the saw, right? And so what happens is it just slides, and I have this little fence here, right? So I can put my template on here. The blade sticks up, and that's only about maybe a 1/16 of an inch, if that, right here. Just enough to score my fret. Right, so what I do is I just line it all up with the line, cha-ching, and then keep your fingers out of the way and then go to town. All right, this is what it looks like now that I cut the grooves. Again, I kept that nut right at the bottom. And notice, because this is a 24-inch scale, that the 5th fret harmonic lines up with the 6 inches. The 7th fret harmonic lines up with the 8 inches. And then, of course, the 12th fret lines up with the 12 inches. And the reason being is because 24 inches divided by 12, 24 inches divided by 8 is this harmonic, 24 inches divided by 6 is this harmonic, and so forth and so on. Interesting. All right, we are ready to glue the fretboard to the neck. Right, and then we'll carve the neck out and put in the frets, put it to the box. All right, so if you want to follow this video to see how this guitar turns out, click right here. All right, that's it, guys.